Hello, potato. Do you know what time it is? It's breakfast time. Yep, with Halloween approaching, I thought, why not do a breakfast time video? So we you can tell by the bowls here, we have 2 cereals today. Not just 1, but 2. So I have mentioned in the past, particularly in breakfast time videos, that I do occasionally mix my cereals up. I usually to mix like a really sweet cereal, like something I've tried on here, with something a little tamer, like say Cheerios or something, just to cut that sweetness down a little bit. And of course, this isn't a unique thing. I'm not the only person that mixes up my cereals. But what I would never have expected would be for the cereal companies themselves to start doing it, but they have. Of course, they aren't doing it with the same method that I'm doing it, where trying to cut that sweetness down. No, I think they're almost trying to magnify the sweetness, because today we're going to try from Kellogg's Mashups, limited edition, Frosted Flakes and Apple Jacks. Oh, sorry, Frosted Flakes of corn. Nobody ever says the full name. It's Frosted Flakes of corn. And Apple Jacks sweetened cereal. When did the Apple Jacks mascot become a stick insect and what appears to be a bell pepper crossed with Crazy Frog? That's kind of off-putting to me. I don't know. But then also, I mean, Apple Jacks is weird anyways, because when I was a little kid, back in the Apple Jacks is all about tasting like apple and cinnamon. A is for apple, J is for Jacks. It's the appley taste of Apple Jacks. And then like in the 90s and early 2000s, the whole thing became, but it doesn't taste like apples. Why do you like it? We just do. So Apple Jack cereal didn't taste like apples anymore, I guess. I'm sure I've had Apple Jacks before, probably back when in the A is for Apple, J is for Jacks days. But I don't think I've ever tried the 2000s, it doesn't even taste like apples version. Now, that's not the only cereal we're doing, of course. Today we're also doing, every year at Halloween, General Mills releases the old monster cereals. Another kind of a thing from my childhood, although apparently actually much, much older than my childhood. Older than I certainly realized. Because apparently they're 50 years old this year. And aside from just releasing 3 of the cereals, because we don't ever see Yummy Mummy or Fruit Brute anymore, we just see Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Chocula. This year, instead of just releasing those 3, they've also released the Monster Mash, which I guess is meant to actually just kind of tease people who like Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute. It's supposed to be a mashup of all 5 cereals. Although, looking at it, I'm thinking that the Fruit Brute and the Yummy Mummy are just marshmallows and probably won't taste anything like the original series. I don't know what Yummy Mummy tastes like, but Fruit Brute, a number of years back, like 6-7 years back, they released Fruit Brute and then probably Yummy Mummy as well as part of the selection. They released like all 5 of them, or at least 4 of them. I know they did Fruit Brute. I'm guessing they did Yummy Mummy as well. And Fruit Brute has a cherry flavor, which I quite liked. I was very disappointed that it did not come back the next year. I mean, of all the fruit flavors you get in cereal, cherry is not one you get very often, and maybe there's a reason for that, but I liked it. I liked it quite a lot. But yeah, we had the Monster Mash mashup of all 5 cereals. I think that would be, that's obviously Count Chocula. That appears to be Frankenberry. That, I think, is a Frankenberry piece. Because it shows, 6 things up here. I'm thinking that's probably a Boo Berry piece. And then it's just fruit. I think that's Fruit Brute. I think it's supposed to be a wolf, howling. And that's probably supposed to be Yummy Mummy, because it looks just like the Frankenberry piece, but yellow. But I think it's supposed to be Yummy Mummy. What do the backs of these have to say for themselves? I'm guessing Mashups won't, the Kellogg's one here probably won't be as exciting. No, it wasn't. The back of the Kellogg's box is, you think I would have noticed that before recording, but no. The back of the Kellogg's box is exactly the same as the front of the Kellogg's box. They have nothing to say, literally nowhere. 2 cereals mixed together in one box. Twice as tasty. That's literally all they have to say for themselves. Well, that's fairly pathetic. Okay, but General Mills is a little more. First of all, we have a QR code. So if you want to pause and scan that apparently you can hear, I'm guessing, them singing the Monster Mash. I may have to go see if I can download that and add that to my Halloween playlist. Let's read the words. They did the mash the Monster Mash. The world's most monster group is back together for a limited edition cereal and to record their own version of the greatest monster anthem of all time. Well, they don't have very much to say for themselves. We have tombstones, have Ivana Rock and the Von Moore song. That's clever. I don't like the artwork on him. I actually don't care for the artwork on him. Is Yummy Mummy a male? I think Yummy Mummy's supposed to be male. I think they're all supposed to be male. I don't know though. Looking at that, I don't know. It's the 21st century though. Maybe Yummy Mummy is just like gender neutral now. Oh, we have history. See, there's so much more content here than there is on this. Monster Cereals History. 1971, Count Chocula and Frankenberry step onto the scene. 1972, Boo Berry turns the monster duo into a trio. And that's really ultimately where we stop because everybody else got canceled. Not canceled in the they did something wrong sense, just canceled in the I guess they didn't sell well enough sense. In 1974, Fruit Brute joins the group. 1988, wow, I didn't realize Yummy Mummy was actually that recent. Yummy Mummy came out in my lifetime. Yummy Mummy rounds out the lineup, and I think Yummy Mummy was also the first to go. I'm assuming it's another fruit flavor, just based on the colors, but I really don't remember Yummy Mummy. I remember it existing. I don't remember ever trying it. I feel like I probably have. I feel like I probably did the year that Fruit Brute came back, but I don't remember anything about it, which is maybe part of the problem. After 50 years on the scene, the monsters reunite to mash. For the first time ever, the monsters are coming together in one scary, delicious bowl of cereal. All right. You know, part of me wants to go and just scan this and play it on my phone into the microphone here, but I'm not going to do that for two reasons. One, it will probably sound of absolute poop. Not necessarily the song, just the quality of it. And two, I will absolutely get flagged by YouTube if I do it. So I won't. I will just let you go check out the Monster Mash. I'm sure it's fairly horrible. All right, let's look at the calories on these. 160 calories for 1 1/4 cup, 160 for 1 1/3 cup. Weirdly, because you're supposed to, this is only a half cup of skim milk, brings 200. This is 3/4 cup of skim milk for 220. So this is the less healthy cereal. You get less of it, less milk, and it's still kind of more same calories. What do we got in the way of salt? Because I always look at salt. I was worried about sodium. I don't know why I'm worried about sodium, because I don't change my diet based on it. 8% of your daily for Monster Mash, 10% with milk, some salty milk there. And then 10% of your daily with Frosted Flakes, Mashups, and 13% with milk. Again, but I didn't realize milk had sodium in it. I guess it makes sense. So these are all corn and sugar, right? Oh, at least sugar is the second ingredient, not corn syrup. That's something. Because see over here, it's whole grain corn, cornmeal, sugar. Corn syrup, that's like the fifth ingredient. All right. So these are healthy. Yay! They're part of this balanced breakfast. All right, so we got our milk here. Let's pour us some cereal. Let's check out our mashups first. I'm sure this is not going to be. Frankly, I don't think either of these are going to be that impressive. They're just existing cereals mixed together for whatever reason. I wonder what the reason was. I wonder why Frosted Flakes and Apple Jacks. I guess maybe because it's not so much of a fruity flavor. Well, I wonder if all the Apple Jacks have sunk to the bottom. Because they just seem to have predominantly flakes. See, there's a lot of Apple Jacks in there. Let's get some more Apple Jacks. There we go. That's a little better. Well, they do smell of cinnamon. I can smell the cinnamon from here. Little apple-y, I suppose. Mostly cinnamon. And, I mean, should I try them by I guess I should. It's a Frosted Flake. Does it taste like a Frosted Flake? It smells like an Apple Jack, but... Ooh, it's a Frosted Flake. That's exciting. Let's try an Apple Jack. I really don't know when the last time I've had Apple Jacks is. It's literally been decades. It's got to be over 20 years. Strongly cinnamon flavored. A little smells a little bit like a dried cinnamon apple, I suppose. Tastes like corn. Like sweetened corn. Try again. Just like the slightest hint of apple and cinnamon. Mostly sweetened corn, which to be fair, that's mostly what it is. All right, let's check out the Monster Mash. You can scan your receipt now instead of turning in box tops. So that way they don't have to honor as many of them, because box tops are a physical thing. But receipts, people lose receipts. And they won't be able to scan them. And then General Mills doesn't have to pay anything to the schools. Oh, I think this actually pops quite nicely in this bowl. I think the colors go very well together. I think much more so than that. I think this is just kind of eh. I think they need more green is what they need. I think this complements the purple bowl very nicely. All right, so do these taste like different things? This is the yellow one. I think it's supposed to be Yummy Mummy. Smells of a marshmallow. Tastes like a marshmallow. Yeah, I think these are Frankenberry, and I think these are Blueberry. Could be backwards, though. Yeah, that's definitely Frankenberry. What are these? I think these are Blueberry. I do think they taste different, honestly. But I can't place the flavor. I don't like Blueberry as much. They are different flavored, I think, than the pink ones. But I'm going to say it's Blueberry. The only ones I ever really buy usually is Chocula. I don't usually buy Frankenberry and Blueberry that much. Here's I think one of our Frankenberry pieces, maybe. Oh, that's not the color of anything on the box. But it looks like Frankenberry. And it tastes like a marshmallow. Yeah, I don't think the marshmallows are flavored. I think all they've really done here is mix up Frankenberry and Blueberry cereal and put different marshmallows in with it. So kind of misleading. People buying this hoping to get that cherry flavor. I don't even see any of him in here. Is this one not so bad? Is it chocolatey? No, it tastes like a marshmallow. I think anybody who's buying this hoping to actually get a taste of Yummy Mummy or Fruit Brute are going to be horribly disappointed when they find out that they're just marshmallows. They don't taste of anything other than marshmallow. Yeah, assuming that's supposed to be Fruit Brute, there is no cherry flavor to that at all. So yeah, basically it's a mix of Frankenberry and Blueberry. It's not really even any chocolate. I didn't taste any chocolate in the marshmallow for the bat. So I'm kind of disappointed in both of them at the moment. But I think I'm probably gonna like this better just because Frosted Flakes are pretty basic. I don't think mixing them with Apple Jacks is gonna mess them up too much. Let's add milk to this one. Looks like I should have. Looks like I poured just the right amount of milk in here. Usually I have to pour it back at the end, but not today. All right, let's get our Haunted Mansion spoon. Because we're using our Haunted Mansion bowl because it's breakfast time. All right, let's get a good hearty spoonful of part of your balanced breakfast. Some of your balanced breakfast is an entire fruit tree to balance this off. Let's give it a try. Not as overpoweringly sweet as I was kind of afraid it would be. Tastes mostly of Frosted Flakes with just like a little hint of cinnamon apple to it. Cinnamon, mostly cinnamon, a little bit of apple. And that could honestly just be like the power of suggestion though. Just staring at, crazy frog bell pepper there, making me think, ooh, this should taste like apples. It's not bad. I wonder, in my mind now, I have this picture of people at Kellogg's just pouring mixed bowls of cereal together in like the break room and seeing which tastes like the least offensive. Let's try Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks, and I'll just taste the fruit. I don't know. Obviously, somebody thought this was a good idea, and everybody up the food chain agreed they should make it, at least for a limited time only. Yeah, honestly, that's actually better, much more tolerable. I'm not gonna say better. Better's not a word that applies to either of these, I suspect. But it's much more tolerable, much less offensive than I thought it would be. It's not bad. It is not a bad cereal. It's not a horrible combination. It is better than I thought it would be. Oh, there we go. I used the word better anyways. All right. Let's check out the Monster Mash. Give them a minute to stew in their own juices. All right. I think it's just going to be fruity and sweet. Let's give it a try. Oh, would you get that? It's fruity and sweet. It's very sweet. It's probably a little sweeter than this. Yeah, it just tastes like they've mixed up Blueberry and Frankenberry. There's like none of the chocolatiness of Count Chocula. I have a box of Count Chocula. I should go mix that in with it. Get a real Monster Mash going. And yeah, there's like nothing in there of Fruit Brute And I couldn't say if there's anything from Yummy Mummy or not because I don't remember what Yummy Mummy tastes like. Yeah, that actually is probably something I probably will mix with another cereal. It is very, very sweet. Maybe with some Cheerios. Another in the General Mills family of cereal. Just to cut that sweetness down a little bit. It's not bad though. It gets you into the Halloween season. If you need something to perk yourself up with, get the kids some energy before going out trick-or-treating, you could do worse. You could do a lot better, but you could do worse. All right, that's going to wrap this video up. I hope you found it all interesting and entertaining. It's much, much longer than a video about eating cereal should ever reasonably should have been, but I've enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Heck, if you didn't like it, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Get into the Halloween spirit. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.